Hey everyone, Phi Farley here. It's March 2nd, college basketball best bet for you, coming to you in just 1 second, coming off another win yesterday. Nice job, everyone. Stephen F. Austin getting the job done, coming back and doing a good second half to run away with that game, winning by 13. So that's another win coming off, that's five straight, kind of, 5-0-1 in the last six, I guess is the better way to say that, more accurate way. So looking for another win today. Hopefully we keep that streak going. Got a conference tournament here. Speaking of conference tournaments, we've been talking about this throughout the week. So one tidbit I want to give to you is when it comes to conference tournaments, make sure you're tracking line movements and betting percentages. If you don't feel comfortable with a matchup and how they're going, it's always good to check and see which way the line is going to see if we have any kind of reverse line movement. Line movement can be important in these conference tournaments to really give some insight as to what's going on with the sharps. It's not always sharp money. It's not always indicative of what will happen and play out in the game. However, it is good to bounce your pick off of line movement to make sure you're on the right side, especially if you're on a favorite. If you have reverse line movement going the other way, just be extra careful in those situations. Lines should be going towards favorites. They should be going towards overs. If you're getting the opposite, you should understand why that is the case. Typically, public bettors don't bet on underdogs. So typically that's going to be sharp money, especially in tournaments when you have inflated action on those games. So just an FYI, quick tidbit when it comes to conference tournaments, check line movement always before placing your wager in those games. All right, speaking of Horizon tournament today getting kicked off, we have several different games. College basketball best bet is going to be on Wright State hosting Milwaukee. In this one, we do have reverse line movement. This line opened up at 14.5. It's been bet down to 13 towards Milwaukee. So that's Wright State minus the 13. Now let's talk about this matchup here real quick. These two teams just played a few weeks back in which Wright State got the better of Milwaukee, however, by only 11 at home, and then again by 10 at home. Now, they did have Northern Kentucky up next, of which they lost that game. I think it was their only conference loss. Am I right? No, they had 4 conference losses. Yeah, they lost to Cleveland State, Youngstown State, Oakland earlier in the season. But that situation, they lost to Northern Kentucky right after Milwaukee. So 2 times this game has already been played. Both times Milwaukee has covered this number, and in both occurrences, Wright State ran out of the gates. If you wanted to take Wright State here, I would say your opportunities in the first half. First game, it was 42-28 at half in favor of Wright State. Second game, it was 52-37 in favor of Wright State. Then Milwaukee starts coming back. Both times, Milwaukee won the second half, outscoring Wright State. So they were able to work their way themselves back into the game. Now, also in both games, Wright State shot 50% or better from the three-point line. I don't think that is going to happen here. Milwaukee has 2 games of film on what to adjust and what to do better. Wright State has 2 games of film of what to do the same. That bodes better for Milwaukee to make adjustments and keep this game within reach. I don't think they win it, but 13 is too much. We have 2 games of an example of which Milwaukee would cover that. I think this one they cover it as well. They're going to fight for their season, and Milwaukee will fight down the stretch and should be within that 13. So I'm going to grab the 13 points with Milwaukee Panthers at Wright State, getting the job done and covering here hopefully once again. All right, there you go. Best bet of the day, Milwaukee in their conference tournament. Covering against Wright State. Good luck, everyone, today, and we'll see you again soon.